We are ready. Welcome, everybody. A few seconds late to start, but that's okay. This movie is only like an hour and a half long.
Yep,
I think it's one of the shorter Dirty Harry ones.
I think so.
Um, so be nice and quick. I know Alex is joining me today, so round of
Yep.
applause for Alex. He's watching it on
Hi, gang.
DVD. Um, so yeah, there you go. You've got the multi-pack. And I
Four
was
pack,
just commenting
single pack.
4-pack and then that.
Yep.
Um, I was just noticing that there was a sale, I think it was from Amazon, that they were having a special on the 5-pack DVD for like 45 bucks, which is not bad.
Yep.
So anyway, so welcome everybody to another edition of our watch parties. Today is a, would you call it a classic? I'd call it a classic.
Uh, Semi-modern classic because it's an '80s film.
It is. It's the last of the Dirty Harry movies. Um, Maybe not the best. I guess it depends on your perspective.
No, it
Um,
isn't.
yeah, there are a lot of. It's a lot of fan favorites. A lot of the movie reviewers back in the day loved it and ranked it up there with the best. I know we've got a couple people in the chat. We're talking about it. Their first time watching. It's definitely going to be worth our time. Um, yeah, that's all I can say about it.
Yep.
All right. Well, we are good to go. We're going to start right at the beginning
The
of the
Warner
Warner
Brothers
Brothers
logo.
logo. Then it kicks right off into the movie. Oh, Johnny Devick. Never heard of this. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
Um,
I can see not hearing of it because you know Dirty Harry 1. Maybe you know bits of the other of the first four.
exactly. This was kind of a sleeper. The first
Because it was never
Dirty
planned.
Harry movies, I mean, came out the beginning of the 70s. So we've got a gap, a long gap between the beginning and the end of this franchise. Um, yeah, anyway, let's get into it. We're going to be
Hmm.
talking about it a lot. Um,
Yeah. So countdown.
yeah, let's count it down. Everybody should be right at the beginning of the Warner Brothers logo.
Yeah, and it's a short logo before it goes right into the movie. So.
Exactly.
And mine just keeps going because my pause button on my remote's dead. So I'm just backing the chapters as it keeps going forward.
Whenever it hits it, go ahead and count down. So
Yeah. So five, four,
there we go.
3, 2, 1, play.
Okay.
And the Warner Brothers badge is about 5 or 7 seconds long.
Oh, geez, let me get the volume down. Because we
It goes
really
right
kick
right
off
into the '80s music.
right into there's no mistaking this. This is an 80s movies vibe.
Yeah.
Shot in San Francisco, but not all of the Dirty Harrys were set in San Francisco.
I thought they were.
Not
But I didn't
all of
rewatch.
them.
I didn't rewatch all of them. I know the first one is. I know this one is. I know Sudden Impact is.
Yep. The one where okay, does anybody know off the top of your head? It's the one with Sandra Locke.
That might be the
I want to say
Enforcer.
Sudden Impact. That was not set in San Fran.
No.
Nope. Nope. Set in a fictional town, San Paulo. Pablo, I believe. Yeah, GH Zoner. It's like synth music. Definite 80s
Mhm.
synth music. All right, guys, let's do a shout out because we're just going to be jumping right into the action. It's an hour and a half filled with Dirty Harry
It's a
action
fast 90
cop drama.
minutes. Yeah.
Yep. All right, so we have in the YouTube, we have Eric GH, Mad Matt, Calbot, Johnny Devick, Smith Swift, oh, full house, guys. Um,
I have to
Johnny
disagree with you,
Depp.
Mr. Furzel. Uh,
Oh, Mr. Furzel, I know is over in Discord. That's his hangout. Um, yep, so
his comment about Roger Ebert. As a rule, I disagree with that particular statement, but I get where you're coming from.
Roger Ebert. and Gene Siskel both gave this movie like 3.5 out of 4 stars.
Yeah, it's
They
like
were,
it's entertaining, but it's eh.
but it also depends on where you're coming from,
Yeah,
right? They probably had a love affair with all
the early
things Clint
ones. Yeah.
Eastwood, Dirty Harry,
Hmm.
and they might have just had praise for this movie because of how they came into the movie.
Maybe.
All
Yeah.
right, so over at Discord, yep, Mr. Furzel's over there. Calbot, Eric, Sith Sister, welcome everybody. Sith Sister saying, hello all, I rented this one today. It's a first time watch for both me and the wife and our first Dirty Harry movie. Nice.
Actually, watching them backwards could be interesting.
From like the end to the beginning.
You watch Deadpool, Sudden Impact, Enforcer, Magnum Force, and then Dirty Harry. That could be interesting.
Interesting.
You get the
Um,
character development in reverse. What character
hmm.
development there is.
And maybe, I mean, does Dirty Harry really have
Any development? No, not really.
development? He's pretty much the same.
Hmm. Yeah, Mad Matt. This is an elevated TV movie. I feel that a little bit, and we'll feel that as we keep watching. But it also because it was basically a rush production. Because according to IMDb and the timeline shakes out, Clint Eastwood was directing Bird, the Charlie Parker movie with Forrest Whitaker. And in order to secure distribution and finance from Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers was like, and he's been with Warner Brothers for decades, right? So pretty much they do the phone book if Clint Eastwood wanted to read it, and they said, oh well, you know, tit for tat, would you do another Dirty Harry movie? He was like, pretty much, oh yeah, sure, okay, I guess I'll have to do another Dirty Harry movie. And the Dirty Harry movie was made second, but came out first in the summer because they wanted to put the Charlie Parker movie up for the awards in December, right? So, and it's a Dirty Harry movie. Who cares? Put it out in the summer.
Exactly. And and the previous Dirty Harry movie, just when you thought the franchise was dead and buried, the
Hmm.
previous one was Sudden Impact, and that came out, I want to say, 83.
It had been a good couple of years. Yeah, let me see the dates on
Yeah.
this thing.
We've got 5 years between Sudden Impact and this one,
Yeah,
just when you thought the franchise was dead, but he was up for doing this.
yeah. Okay, what were they? Dirty Harry 71, Magnum Force, which was the second one, 73, Enforcer 76, Sudden Impact 83. So it was longer between Enforcer and Sudden Impact. That was 7 years, and then just five between that one and Deadpool. But even just the
Yeah,
movie going
and
audience, the movie going stories, had changed so much since 83 to 88, let alone 76 to 83.
yeah, there's a definite difference in the feel from Sudden Impact
Yeah.
to this one. I don't want to give any spoilers away. Sudden Impact, all the Dirty Harry movies are definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
It's just got a different vibe. It's a much heavier vibe. This is very much a cop movie that encompasses the 80s. We start off, bam, he's now in a gunfight. And who do you think's
Yeah.
gonna win against
And
these
this,
guys with basic machine guns?
and he's got his Smith and Wesson still, and
Yep.
I don't he's guys running away, boom, and it's like of course he's going to shoot the guy in the
Um,
back, and
you guys
that was
running.
yeah.
That's troublesome, but it's Dirty Harry, right?
Yeah, it's Dirty Harry,
Um,
and just looking at how he was shooting the other guys, and like I'm looking at them, the the stunty reactions of them. It's like, oh, so he shot that guy in the head, shot that guy in the head, versus the earlier Dirty Harrys, he was would have been hitting him in the chest and it would have killed him anyway because it's a 45, or 30, whatever the Smith and Wesson is, And I'm looking at it going, oh, I guess that's how they decided the stunties are going to fall in this movie. Flip your head back and don't fall on the ground. And even just from a costuming standpoint, because making modern current day movies is actually a bit of a bitch to costume, according to the late Rob Reiner. But looking at even the men's suits of like three guys in the elevator here, Dirty Harry and the two other guys, the suits they had in Dirty Harry 1 to the suits they had here, it's that weird, wide lapels, thin
Ooh.
lapels, wide tie, thin tie, collars this way, collars that way. Just a weird shift of all the
Interesting.
fashion too. Just looking at the fashion from 71 to 88, and you just
There
look.
has to be,
You just go,
yeah, you're
how
gonna
did
see
how
that
did people
shift.
survive those decades?
And of course, the detectives, inspectors, you got to wear the suit. So it will be a sign
Yep.
of the time. Um, yeah, interesting. Matt made a point. Clint was also busy being the mayor of Carmel during the filming of this. Um, yeah, he became, I'm refreshing my memory, he became mayor of Carmel in 86, and he was mayor for, I want to say one term, or was it two terms? Can't
Um,
remember. Anybody, does
one
anybody know?
one would make sense because I can't see him going to be as all in on Unforgiven if he was still actively mayor, and that would have been term two.
Yeah, I mean, not,
But I haven't read his bio, so I could be wrong.
yeah, not the first actor to dip your toe into politics. He won't be the last.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Eric is saying Clint already looked old in 1988 and he is still walking around now. No kidding.
Yeah.
He had to have been late 50s.
Ooh,
Um,
he's
it,
90 something now.
okay, born in 1930. So he was late 50s here. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the last actiony movie he did was probably In the Line of Fire, where he had to do some level of running, and that was pretty much probably when he realized, yeah, I shouldn't do this anymore. I'll just direct.
Yeah.
Well,
At a certain point, we all
even
get there.
Absolute Power wasn't spectacular. Oh,
Yeah.
here's Mr. Carey.
And yep, he is credited as James
James.
Carey in this,
Mhm.
his first um,
Major movie.
theatrical appearance.
First major movie, but he done In Living Color at this point, right? So,
Yep, this was his what theatrical debut.
mhm.
And yes, we are, for those of you that have not seen this movie before, we are going to actually get a cameo of the band Guns N' Roses. And at the time this movie came out, they weren't that big of a deal. I think they were starting to.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have my
Yep.
closed captions on. What the hell am I doing? This is
Um, we have, okay, there was a mention of that reporter. Matt got it right. It's Patricia Clarkson.
yes,
Um, she's pretty darn famous.
a low point for Cleavon Little. Oh God, I'm sorry. Just
Oh, how about saying Once Bitten was in 85, 3 years earlier? Okay, so this is not his theatrical debut. Because this has been credited as like his breakout performance, but no, he had been in Hollywood for a little while. Um, Yeah, I think there's a running joke that we start off with Callahan getting a new partner.
Hmm.
It's like a thing. He gets new partners. That's like a
Hmm.
thing.
And OG, it's not OG, but OG. It's Liam Neeson. Post Excalibur, pre Schindler's List, Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam Neeson. Um, and up until this point, I don't think he was not well known.
Not in America, no.
Nope.
He'd done stuff, but he really got big in the 90s.
And he is playing the director of this movie, what, Hotel Satan.
Hmm.
I'm sure it's got a big budget of probably $12.
Yeah, it's like, this is not a ripoff, it's an homage.
It's an homage. Although, how does he say it? Because I have to turn my volume down. He says like homage,
Yeah, or something like
ho-
that, yeah.
homage. Right.
It's like
But they
Piranha.
must really.
Yeah, Piranha's not a
Oh, go ahead.
ripoff of like Piranha's not a ripoff of Jaws. It's an homage. No, it's a ripoff.
It's a pale comparison.
Yes. Neeson was in Crow? Probably. Wouldn't put it past him.
Miss Swift is saying I think he had also been in Peggy Sue Got Married.
Jim Carrey, I think.
Liam or Jim Carrey?
Carrey, I think. I don't have Jim Carrey's IMDb up. Let's pull up his
Oh,
IMDb. Find out.
okay. I'm bringing up Peggy Sue Got Married. I guess Jim Carrey was in that. And that was 1986. Okay. So Jim Carrey was in the industry at this time.
Hmm. Let's go back to his early stuff. Rubber
Oh,
Face, I Want to Get to Cold Mountain, Cooper
Sith's
Mountain.
sister is saying, okay, so by that logic, is Exorcist 2 an homage as well? You could say
That was
that.
made as a sequel. So that's hard to say. If it's actively made as a sequel, does it count as an homage? Like, is Critters, which became its own thing, was an homage to Gremlins and a bunch of other stuff that came out after Gremlins?
Homage, ripoff, there's a fine line, I think.
Yeah, like it's not like it's the Class C version direct to video of the major motion picture. It's like when Odyssey comes out this year, there's gonna be, you know, re-released, made for TV, 90-minute versions of the Odyssey gonna be put back on shelves because oh well, we can make some money off this again. Yeah, no, you couldn't make money off it 30 years ago. You're not gonna make money off it now.
Well, I mean, really, has Hollywood gotten to the point where they can't think of anything original? They
Close
just
to it.
rehash
Very
everything.
close to it.
Yeah.
Oh dear, he's no longer with us.
He's dead. Yep. So here we have he's Inspector now, isn't he? They call him Inspector Callahan. So
Hmm.
um, he's now what a beat detective investigating a death.
You always was Inspector Callahan at some.
Was he?
I'd have to look back and see what his technically his rank was, but San Francisco, like, not every police department is going to have the same names in their ranking convention. But an inspector might be the same as a captain, might be the same as a something else in some other department. Like if I pull up Wikipedia, I could pull up, okay, well, the NYPD ranking structure is this, San Francisco ranking structure is this, so this equals this and that equals that, sort of thing.
GH was saying he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could have sworn he was a detective, and at some point he became inspector.
That would make sense. That he'd be, well, even just from 71 to 88. Time alone, you're going to get rank bumped just for being there. So that, or at some point, someone would have the bright idea, well, if we bump him to this rank, he has to get off the street. So enough times that the mayor and chiefs have said whatever craziness they don't like that Dirty Harry's doing. Now I gotta wonder, that jacket Liam Neeson is wearing, like, it's a crew jacket, but you gotta wonder what happens to those, in movie crew jackets. Because that's kind of a fun
Well,
jacket. Hotel Satan.
yeah, they become collectibles.
Yeah,
You know,
collectible. They auction them off, or who knows what.
anybody who gets the jacket, back then it would be a collector's item, and today everybody would be selling it at the trade shows, Comic Cons, eBay.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I forgot Liam Neeson
yeah,
has a clip-on ponytail.
yeah. Well, unless he grew his hair out for this, I wouldn't put it past him. He is a young looking Liam Neeson there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, even like
yeah,
from
Miss Swift is
that to
mentioning
Taken
Hollywood. Oh,
has
go
always
ahead.
no, no. Yeah, Hollywood's always been at the point where they can't think of anything original.
They can't think of
Yeah.
anything original, and there was also, I think Sis Sister over here in Discord was kind of saying the same thing. It's a sad time in Hollywood because of all the rehashing, and it seems like the up and coming directors who want to do something original, they go out on their own and they do their own crowdfunding and they produce their own content because it's easier now to get it into the audience's hands, um, instantaneous through streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a little tidbit here: the Meat Locker slaughterhouse sequence took 3 days to film, and it was actually filmed in L.A., not San Francisco. But most of the exterior shots that you see in this movie are all the streets of San Francisco.
Yeah. Well, San Francisco's
Um,
hard to fake.
it is hard to fake. There is no getting around the skyline.
Yeah.
The and of course, does anybody remember the show The Streets of San Francisco with Michael Douglas
And
and
Carl Malden.
Carl Malden? Yep.
Yeah. I have vague recollections of that, and I've watched it on, back episodes on Tubi or wherever it lives now. Tubi or Shout or one of those has it online, I think.
Yeah, Johnny Devick. It's Dirty Harry versus the media.
Yep.
This, if I'm not mistaken, and I go back in my way back machine, remembering what life was like in the late 80s, um, the satellite and cable TV were pretty big.
Yeah, like, and the 24-hour news of CNN started in the mid 80s, right? So,
Exactly. And that's when we started to get the, what's a good way of saying it? The invasive journalists who had more time that they had to fill, so they were more in your face.
yeah, the intrusion of that type of reporting versus your local 6 o'clock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because, yeah, there was a time before all of this where you got your news
At 6 o'clock from
three
what
times a day.
you got it from Peter Jennings, you got it from Walter
Mhm.
Cronkite, you got it from Dan Rather, and that was enough.
Yep. And that was it. And if you were lucky, you got the newspaper twice a day. And that's how you got your news.
Yeah. And then
Um,
now you're in places that you had a daily, it became a bi-weekly, it became a weekly, and then you're lucky you get flyers.
yep. Yep. So back in the late 80s, this was a reality, and it was very much a new in trying to navigate police work when you have when you have that kind of intrusive media, and it's
Hmm.
just gotten worse.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Steve Jobs, for deciding to put a camera in one of these of a decent quality.
uh, um, yeah, what do they call it? The everyday,
The citizen
uh,
journalist,
the citizen journalist.
which is an absolute misnomer. It's like, no, 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 no. If you go to journalism school, there's rules.
Yep. Okay. We have our second death.
Yeah. And Quan, the fellow that played Quan here, did his own stunts. And another terrible ponytail and a white dude. Okay. Well, it's the late '80s, so it's the era of the mullet and the rat tail and a bunch of other stuff. So
Oh, mullet.
that's basically all I can call it. Is it's a short on top, long on the back.
Long in the back. Yep. Business in the front, party in the back, as we used to call them.
Yeah.
Yeah, GH, hold up in broad daylight. D-
That's yeah. Hold up in broad daylight.
Yep.
That's yeah, I like that. You forgot your
That
fortune
takes some
cookie.
balls.
You're shit out of luck. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's a line that gets repeated in this movie once or twice. You're shit out of luck.
Um, oh, here we go. Mad posted over there in Discord. Google says no one gave a crap about that jacket prop. In the Deadpool, Liam Neeson plays Peter Swan, a film director, not a character wearing a Hotel Satan jacket. Hotel Satan is the title of the fictional horror movie Swan is directing within the film, often featured on posters in his office. No notable prop jacket from this specific minor element of the character is widely recognized as a famous or sold piece of memorabilia. Memorabilia.
Yeah. That's a tongue twister of a word if you're not in the right.
That's a tongue twister. I've had quite a few.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess that just the collector movie nerd in my brain sees. Oh, that's a weird thing that you wouldn't expect to you know because you'll see Terminator 2 crew jacket crop up for auction. And it goes for like $200 or something crazy, or some other crew jacket from some other movie will go up, and you go, oh well, what about the pretend ones that show up every once in a while? And it's probably just a one-off creation, and it's in a costume house somewhere in LA.
Yeah. You would think that the rarer the item, the more that collectors would want it. It
But
depends
it
on the movie, it depends
it
on
depends on the
the
franchise, depends on the
circumstance.
actor, depends on everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Matt went on to say Evan Kim was in V. I guess he was the cameraman to Mark Singer's character, right?
Hmm. We got a picture right there.
Yep.
He was the camera and sound guy.
Might a role in Megaforce. Oh, Megaforce. That was a fun watch party.
I don't remember that one. I think I missed that one. But it's Megaforce, so yeah.
Yep.
It's
That
it's
was a couple
it's
years ago.
it's Barry
Speaking
Bostwick
of watch
peak,
parties,
peak camp. Barry Bostwick, yeah.
um, I got confirmation from Andrew today
Yeah.
that The Hidden was the very, very first watch party.
The Hidden. Okay.
Yep. The list that I have compiled from different sources had a couple watch parties before then, but The Hidden was confirmed to be the very first.
Nice.
Um,
How's
so,
Andrew doing? He's good.
oh, he's good.
Yeah.
Um, uh, we just connected on Discord just for a brief conversation, and I asked him about that, and he
Hmm.
said The Hidden was the first one. So you heard it here.
Nice.
I'm still working on getting Dom out here for an appearance. Um,
Well,
Dom's busy
he
with things
work.
going on
He's busy
with
with
work.
creative VC stuff and an infant.
Yep.
More importantly,
Yep, and
the
an infant.
infant.
Yep.
And it's not newborn infant, it's infant.
He's got to be over a year, maybe pushing
Year,
two, maybe
year,
yeah,
year 18 odd months, maybe?
something like that. Um,
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, Johnny Devick says I haven't gotten around to seeing the Thing doc yet. I've seen
I
about
haven't
half of it.
either. I've got to clear up some hard drive space so I can not, you know, cross the spare space barrier to
Yep,
make sure I've
it's
got my what's it 5 gigs for
5 or 15
5 gigs
gigabytes.
for the 720, and it's like 15 for the 1080. Like, damn.
Yep, that's a
And
lot of space.
yeah,
Or you can,
but that
we can
also,
all wait for the DVD to come out.
no, I'm going to be getting it. And it's clearly, but it's one of those where I'm looking at it going, well, clearly they're stuff. Like, if it's 15 gigs and that's stuffed onto a DVD, even onto a Blu-ray, even a dual layer, the compression on that, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. So far, the Thing expanded is good. They did manage to get Kurt Russell in, which I think
it was
is a
necessary.
huge win. Yep.
Yeah. Well, and that's just going to be time scheduling money.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But I haven't
Um,
seen it. But I like from the trailer that they, well, it probably didn't wasn't much of a difficult ask of Stephen Colbert, considering it's his one of his favorite films of all time. But it's like, oh,
yeah,
I
I
guess
would agree with
that
that.
makes sense. It's like that makes sense.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing another watch party of the Thing because we Creator VC did it way back when.
They
They
did it
might have done
twice.
it twice.
Twice, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Way back
but you
when,
know
a
this
couple years in, yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we're doing our thing, so maybe I'll bring the Thing back. Um,
It's worth a
okay, so
rewatch.
Calvin says IMDb says this is a different actress than Die Hard 2. Yes, this is Patricia Clarkson and the gal reporter in Die Hard 2. That's a
Different.
totally separate actress.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so this whole back to the movie, this is an odd thing, but not unheard of with the movies back in the 80s and some in the 90s where the cop has to play nice.
Hmm.
Callahan's being forced to play nice with this reporter
Yeah.
um, because I guess she got upset when he broke her camera, um,
Yeah.
which wasn't nice, but come on.
Yeah.
I totally get why you broke the camera.
Hmm.
So he's got to play nice. Um, okay, so what? They're on a date. He blows her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, GH is saying, dude, I can bench more than that, Quan. Bulk up, man. I could probably bench more than that.
And the very 80s shirt he's wearing, the Stairmaster branded cut off t shirt. Yeah.
Yep.
At least it wasn't a Thigh Master badge t shirt. Thank you, Suzanne
Was the
Summers.
Thigh Master a thing back then? Oh, the
It must
Thigh
have been
Master.
right around then. Because that was Suzanne Summers, right? For the Thigh Master?
When anybody know when the Thigh Master came out? I want to say 80s. Um,
Based on the wardrobe I remember, have a vague recollection of in the infomercial commercial, it must have been 80s. Like if you
early 90s, it says.
early 90s, well, okay,
Okay.
then that must have been some bleed over of the nylons with leggings and a onesie unitard was apparently still the workout gear of fashion.
Yep. Matt posted a picture of her in one of her infomercials with the Thigh Master, and she was just wearing the leotard. And so
Yeah.
Yeah, the getup that you were describing was so 80s, and then the 90s went into a different direction. Here
Okay,
we
yeah.
go, guys. You will see the band Guns N' Roses. They are uncredited in this movie, but they're playing what? The band or the friends of the band. You'll see Slash. You'll recognize him. Maybe a young Axl Rose there.
Hmm.
They became a part of this movie because at the time, Clint Eastwood's son was a fan of the band. So
Hmm.
somehow they were able to afford Guns N' Roses to come in and have a cameo
Hmm.
and to license their song um, on a budget of total budget for this movie was about 30 million.
Sounds about right.
Yep, not bad. Yep, Miss Swift, there's Slash in his hat. And there's no mistaking it now, but back then, I saw this in the theater and I don't remember it being a big deal
It wouldn't have been.
um, because they weren't a big deal then. Rock and
And
roll in movies was a big deal in the 80s. There were hit
hmm.
songs that came out of it. Bands were striving to get their music into movies to get
Hmm.
hits.
Yeah. That, or they'd have a song and they'd shop it around to this artist, that artist, the other artist, and they'd like no, 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 and then the artist that gets it goes triple platinum, and every previous artist is like, son of a bitch, thinking of Simple Minds and Don't You Forget About Me. That went to like five people before it went to this, who the hell knows this Irish band, and then thank you Breakfast Club.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it still occurs to this day.
Oh
Songs
yeah.
get passed up by artists for whatever reason. The song
Hmm.
becomes famous and they miss their chance.
Yeah.
But that's what they say. Hindsight is always 2020.
Yep.
Um, yeah, Cowboy is saying they were just on the cusp of making it big when this was filmed. Yep.
Oh, Liam Neeson in Taken. Taken 1, interesting, fun. Taken 3, I
Uh,
remember laughing my ass off at that movie, if only because there's a car chase in that movie which is just ludicrous. And the editing in it is insane. But when you've got a take of Liam Neeson as a character running down an alleyway, going over or up two bits of garbage can to go over a fence, that shouldn't require 15 cuts. And you
that
watch back and count them. It's like, how is there more than five cuts of that action going up an alley and over a fence? That does not require that many cuts. But of course, it's Liam Neeson doing his own stunt. You gotta hide stuff.
and I bet the return on your investment, you better keep the cost of everything low
Hmm.
because Taken 3, they are still out to, grab the money out of your wallet, but
Yeah.
that movie does not, it never deserved a franchise. The first
No.
Taken was just fine. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Let's not have two, three, four, five, eight, nine, 10. We're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Taken one, done.
Yep.
Even
Brilliant.
you know, John Wick 1 could have been one and done,
Yep.
but it works as a franchise.
Yep.
They Pardon
Yep.
me, they've fucked up the prequel series that they did on TV, The Continental. But there's various and sundry reasons why that became what it became. Like when the actors that were in it that are playing the you know known characters like Ian McShane and the fellow who's the concierge who's since died, whose name escapes me at the moment. Like they had their
Anybody
own.
know off the top of your head?
Oh God, Lance Reddick. Now I
There you go.
remember. Like they had their own backstory they figured out, and then they go and do whatever the hell they did with Continental. That was supposed to have been 22 episodes, then 12 episodes, and then they made it like basically a glorified miniseries. It's like no, just no. And one of the writers on it, I remember Mark Bernardin, who's done a number of excellent projects. He made a tweet with a screen grab saying, "My name's on this. Here's why my name's on this. I didn't write this."
Oh, talk about distancing yourself, trying
Yeah.
everything you can in
Hmm.
without saying, "Leave me out of this."
Pretty much. It's like I got paid. I'm happy I got paid. We did some interesting stuff. What came out is not what we made. It's like even with it'll happen with movies sometimes, and sometimes the actors will be blunt, like Jeff Bridges saying, "Well, what we filmed is not what they released." Like that comic booky Afterlife Cops movie he made with Ryan Reynolds, R.I.P.D., where
Uh,
where he
Re-
and R.I.
Dead Redemption or something,
Rest in Peace Detectives or something, R.I.P.D.
something like
Yeah,
that.
and he and Ryan Reynolds both said, "What we shot is not what they released."
Yeah, I remember that, and they
Yeah.
totally distanced themselves
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
it wasn't the movie that they gave the
Yeah.
performances for.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it is up to the producer, director, editor,
Hmm.
studio. Um, Actors tend to be low men on the totem pole
Yeah.
unless you've reached a certain status.
Yeah. Unless you're Tom Cruise.
Unless you're Tom Cruise,
Yeah.
um, then you can write your own ticket basically and
Hmm.
have creative control over your final product.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so they're on their second date, right? And like
Yeah.
all hell is breaking loose. This is
Yeah. People are
not,
going after Harry Callahan. Like,
yeah, this is not how you want your dates to go.
no.
Yeah,
And I
Gage is right. The 80s, always goons in suits with Uzis around every corner.
yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. That was very much a thing.
that was.
And just the fact that the goons are in suits, and then you go into the '90s, and it's goons in leisure suits, or at leisure wear, like the Adidas tracksuit or whatever it is, or they didn't want to be goons in jeans and leather jackets, so they put them in a suit.
Yeah. They weren't like, they didn't look like thugs. These are like high paid, high class thugs. Um,
Still a thug though. They're not,
Still a thug.
they're not a high
Yep,
class assassin or anything.
that's right. Because you're wearing a suit. We're high class and we're well funded.
Yeah.
Um,
It's an off
and
the rack
another,
suit. It's an off the rack suit. It's not tailored.
well, yeah, you're not like Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Uh, and you know what? This series, they play Callahan. He embodies the trope of he kind of plays by his own rules.
Hmm.
Can't keep a partner, but he's so well revered. He catches the bad guys at the beginning of this movie. You
Hmm.
see that he put the bad guy behind bars. Um, so it is very much a formulaic movie,
Hmm.
but I think pretty much at this point they own it, and this is what you get. This is just a Dirty Harry movie. Exactly. Matt is saying Dirty Harry survived that shootout in the elevator. Guess he had the high ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And old Johnny
Yeah.
Devick.
The Uzi should have just ripped them to shreds.
Well, Johnny Devick wasn't wrong when he said Uzis aim like crap, but that's what they were designed for. They're for suppression and a spray and pray.
Yeah.
For where they were aiming, if you aim at a roughly localized area, you should be hitting something.
Ye-
They hit the elevator.
Exactly. If
They did hit the elevator.
yes.
They just didn't hit
And
the
an
people.
Uzi is, if I'm not mistaken, it's a fully automatic, right? It's not a semi-automatic.
Yeah, so
So
it's basically point and see if you can hold it straight, as I
exactly.
understand it.
And you point once, and whatever amount of bullets you have, you just spray your target, and you're gonna hit something.
Yep. Well, you hope to hit something
You hope.
like an Uzi
So this is a smart
versus
move by Callahan.
yeah. Go and talk
Um,
to the guys he's already caught. Yeah.
he's talking to the biggest guy in
Mm-hmm.
prison. And I don't know if they give the background on this guy, but he is a triple murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, by his size, you don't mess with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Gennaro, that's the name of the guy that Callahan put in prison, who he's going to see because of all these people out to kill Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly,
And he's
Calbot. Yeah, they couldn't hit the side of a barn like the stormtroopers. Thank you, Calbot.
mhm. Well, like, what was it I heard it described as like if someone they were talking about not to get political, but they were talking about gun control to use a hot button topic. But someone made the point that they're more afraid of someone with a pistol like Dirty Harry's gun, 357 Magnum, versus somebody with an Uzi. Because an Uzi is a spray and pray. If you have a 357 Magnum and you point it and you can hold it straight, you're going to hit what you're aiming at. So which is more dangerous? They're both dangerous in the right hands. They're both dangerous in the wrong hands.
Right.
But one is slightly more dangerous than the other. And I like this bit here where he grabs the biggest guy in the prison. It's like, yeah,
Absolutely.
you see that guy over there? Yeah, you don't do what I say, he's going to visit you.
I love this scene. This is classic Callahan.
Classic Dirty Harry.
Classic Dirty Harry.
It's like I'm gonna screw with
Oh,
you.
yeah, Mr. Fursel, is that the actor? Is that a picture of the actor over in Discord? That guy is
Looks like him.
just jacked.
He's
I wouldn't
huge.
mess with him.
Yeah.
But that is smart. But if Gennaro had a long reach in the mafia underworld, he could also take out this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would he have to be afraid of? Oh, Mr. Furzel, no, this is the guy from The Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler version.
Oh, okay, yeah. The Adam
That
Sandler version
looked
was
like him.
actually kind of fun.
I have not seen that. I saw the original, the Burt Reynolds one. I believe that was Burt Reynolds, The
Yeah.
Longest Yard.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds and a couple other people.
I want to say 1972, early 70s.
Something like that. Yeah.
Longest Yard original, 1974.
74. Okay, yeah.
Burt Reynolds, Eddie Albert, Ed Lauder, oh, Richard Keel, James Hampton, Bernadette Peters.
Young Bernadette Peters then.
Young.
Who was the producer on that? I have it in my head as like the guy that produced The Godfather didn't want to make Godfather 2. He wanted to go off and do his own thing, so he made The Longest Yard.
Albert Ruddy is
Albert
credited
Ruddy.
as
Yeah.
being,
So
yeah,
the guy made The Godfather doesn't want to just, make Godfather 2. He goes and makes The Longest Yard instead. I'm like,
yep,
okay.
yep. GH is right. Slash, what are you doing? He shot the harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
no speaking parts. I don't think any of the members of Guns N' Roses had a speaking role, but he got to shoot the harpoon.
Actually, Albert Ruddy connection to Clint Eastwood. Albert Ruddy produced Million Dollar Baby, which
Yes, he
which
did.
which Clint Eastwood directed and got Albert Ruddy his second Oscar.
And it looks like he's credited with Megaforce as well.
Okay, didn't know that one.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, it's never good when the media is invading the making of a film. Good reporting, bad reporting, whatever the story is, just let the movie be made in its little zeitgeist of itself, and then it can go out to the world.
Uh,
When the world
but
invades
even
the
back
making of the
then,
movie, it's just eh.
the media, they all have to be the one to get the scoop, to get the story out first, and it's only gotten worse.
Oh, good
Um,
God, yeah.
yeah, I guess that makes you top dog. But at some point, I think a lot of them have stopped being journalists,
Hmm.
stopped having any kind of integrity or fact based reporting, and it's all sensational. That's
Oh,
another, oh my God, we can get onto a conversation on that. Um, yeah.
oh no, they're killing the film
Oh,
critic.
yep. So the whole basis of the movie, at least we know the backstory about the Deadpool, and it's this list of celebrities that anybody in this game of the Deadpool, you have your list of celebrities that who will die within a specific period of time, and then if you've gotten the most celebrities that have died, you win the pool.
Hmm.
Um, and how our intrepid reporter found that out and Callahan didn't is beyond me. Callahan should have been the first on that.
Hmm.
Um, but here again, we have, I think this movie is kind of trying to demonstrate the dichotomy of having journalists and police work trying to do the same thing at the same time.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe that's just too deep of an explanation. This is just a fun Dirty Harry movie with a pretty reporter put in the mix. Um, yeah, turns out she was on someone's list. She's a movie reviewer.
Now, where the hell is this apartment building?
That is a very good question for any of you that know San Francisco.
That
This is
looks like
right.
it's on the bay. Actually,
It's
no,
on the beach somewhere.
it's across the
Mm-hmm.
bay because
Mm-hmm.
we just saw the shot of San Francisco across the bay. We didn't see Alcatraz Island, and we didn't see the Golden Gate Bridge. Now it's a multi-level apartment, clearly.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different bays
Yeah,
in San Francisco, so this
inlets.
could
Yeah,
be in a little what suburb neighborhood.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's like I watched the Sean Connery movie, The Presidio, the other week, which is another San Francisco movie. It's it with
mhm.
just thinking of this being a San Francisco movie, um, Body Snatchers being a San Francisco movie. Uh, that's another San Francisco movie, Presidio. And I was trying to figure out where the hell they were neighborhood wise, and then you just you could be anywhere, and it's just and sometimes it's for it. They basically are everywhere sometimes for shooting, right? So it's just like, well, we can shoot here, we can shoot here, we can shoot here, we can shoot here. We have permission here, 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 and here. So the logistics of, well, they live over here, actually getting across town to this other location, they don't worry about that stuff, right? It's just tell the story. But some cities you can get away with that, I guess, versus something like New York, where, oh, This guy lives in Brooklyn. This guy lives in Yonkers. That's like an hour and a half commute. You're not getting there in 5 minutes. Some places are more well known than others.
Exactly. Um, yeah, and sometimes you can bluff your way through that, like you said, but other times you can't.
Yeah. Like LA is hard to bluff your way around because it's just
Yeah,
understood LA is
exactly.
just so sprawled out.
Yeah. All right, GH Zoner's hitting us with a trivia question. What kind of shades did Callahan wear?
I've been wondering about that because they're not as 80s as his partners with the giant, eyepieces and the reflective whatever, but
Hmm.
they're flat across the top and yeah.
Does does anybody know?
It wasn't
Without
in
doing
it,
a search,
it
I
wasn't in
would
the
not know off the
IMDb
top of my
trivia.
head.
I can tell you that. His sunglasses were not in the IMDb trivia.
Eric is saying, could it be Sausalito? Um,
That's
it could
possible.
be, because the view of Sausalito into the bay would not show uh, Alcatraz.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Um,
of where Alcatraz Island is in the bay, it's not going to be seen from everywhere.
and in San Francisco, the the name San Francisco is a very specific area, but there are little communities around it. It's like
Hmm.
a metropolis,
Yeah, it is.
um, and it's all around the big bay.
Hmm.
Ah, is this the inspiration for April O'Neil?
Ninja Turtles was already out in comic form.
Ninja Turtles come out.
In comic form?
No, the first movie.
Oh God. We should know this. We did a watch party.
We did a
Uh,
watch party a few years ago.
yeah, VC did a watch party.
Came out in 90.
90. Yeah. Well, I guess the
So,
movie version of O'Neill, sure, but the cartoon had been out. The cartoon would have come out this year, 88
yeah.
ish.
Um,
Now,
okay,
Patricia. Yeah, yeah.
this
This is
guy in the movie threatening to kill himself, this is a really odd thing to stick in the movie.
yeah.
But again, I think at the time they must have been trying to make some kind of statement about mixing journalism in with police work and how
Hmm.
dangerous it can be. Uh, yeah. Oh, Mitch Swift is saying reporters showed up at a previous workplace because coworker's son got fatally attacked at school. I had to deal with politely telling them to go away. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be so polite. Um,
Yeah. No. They're unavailable. Kindly go
oh,
away. Versus
yeah.
GTFO in a stern voice. Different.
Um, it is. It's just something we gotta live with, I guess. Well, this guy wanted notoriety and
Yeah.
wanted to be on the news. But at least they did the right thing and told him flat out, you're
Yeah.
not going to be on the
We're.
news.
Yep.
Matt is saying Ninja Turtles is based on, i.e., an homage to the Daredevil comics. Yeah,
Yes.
I could see
Yes, it
that.
is.
Yeah. Mm. Mm. GH. Harry had to deal with people like this in previous films like Suicide that tried to get media coverage. Oh boy.
Which one?
It has been a while. I think the last Dirty Harry movie I saw was Sudden Impact years ago,
Yeah.
but it very well could be. I'm trying to remember. Was it was it the first one? I think Dirty Harry had to deal with
The first one was the sniper.
was that Scorpio?
Yeah, that was the first one. That was
Was
the
the first
snipe.
one,
That
right?
was the sniper, and it ends up with the guy taking the school bus hostage and all that. Um,
Oh yeah, Gigi saying
Magnum
yeah, it's the
for
first one. Okay. Oh boy. This is kind of inspiring me to see the rest of the Dirty Harry movies. Maybe I'll watch them in reverse.
yeah, they're worth watching in reverse. You get to watch Clint Eastwood de-age, go from gray hair in this to proper brownish red hair in the other one, in the
To
first
a
one.
young guy in his 40s on the first one.
Clint Eastwood well, Harrison Ford and Clint Eastwood are both in the vein that they didn't really hit big until they were at least in their mid 30s.
Ah.
Because Harrison Ford didn't hit with Star Wars until he was 35. He'd done other stuff before that, but Star Wars when he was 35.
Flint started off on the small screen, I believe, in the
TV, yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
But he really didn't hit big
Until he was
until his
older.
30s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd been working, but yeah, didn't go huge.
Oh, Johnny Devick is saying I worked at a news desk while our only local murder case happened in the early 2000s. All our local journalists did good probably yeah, ethic work. Not sure how national media was. Probably not that. The local ones I can assume because they live in the community have
Yeah.
more of a respect for the people they have to live with. Um,
Oh, it's a remote control. Oh, God. Okay. My
yes,
brain went freaking going, wait a minute.
this remote control car
Yeah.
is so flippin' awesome. Um, it's awesome. That's a cool way to kill someone. Not that I would recommend any way to kill someone, but I don't recall when I had seen this in the theater that I had ever seen anything like that.
Quite like that. Yeah.
Quite like that kill.
Yeah.
And then, fun fact, kind of researching this movie and this whole franchise, at a certain point, that car, that little mini car, actually drove faster than the cars that it was chasing. And so they had to maneuver it in such a way that it had to catch up to the car to get under it to, blow it up.
Yeah.
Because if you've never been to San Francisco, the roads really are hard to maneuver. This is an actual, I don't know where in San Francisco this is, but
It's
the
that
roads are
weird.
steep,
Yeah.
windy.
They're
Um,
steep, they're windy, they're like 1.5 lanes aside.
yeah.
Because
And you can't really speed through it.
you can't, there's parking on the street, which is why they're 1.5 to 2 lanes aside, and there's the like we saw the median there. But then you get to the corner and they blend, and then like you gotta wonder what the urban planning in San Francisco is nuts.
Yeah.
Then again, it's
It
also
reminds me of a lot of the cities on the East Coast that were developed with a different mindset, not to deal with vehicle traffic.
they were
And
designed with
as
horse
it
and buggy.
grew, it was a very different mindset. So
Yeah.
now, when the car, with the advent of the motor vehicle, you can't make the roads any wider, and you have to deal with what you have. And San Francisco still has that almost a claustrophobic feel when you drive around it. Um,
Yeah. Well, when you're
oh, okay. Fun fact: Supposedly that previous scene was 550 El Camino del Mar, Seacliff, San Francisco, California, from my little X-ray vision on Amazon.
Oh, you get little pop-ups of info on the movie?
I do. When I rent it through Amazon, I get the X-ray and then little tidbits of info pop on the side. That's why I love to rent from Amazon. Um, Thank you. Gene Simmons had remote car bombs in Runaway from '84. But I don't recall seeing Runaway until it was on like a video rental years later. I did not see Runaway in the theater.
Oh God, no! I wouldn't have seen it. Well, I was one, so I wouldn't have seen it in the theater. But I don't think
Lord,
I
in
haven't I
high
haven't
school,
I haven't seen Runaway. I haven't seen Runway yet or Runaway yet.
we did a watch party on it. Did you miss it?
Well, I
Well,
must have.
not we, but
Yeah,
Creator VC did a couple years ago.
I must have. Oh, and clearly this is the era of jogging, jogging as exercise.
Yeah, I
No.
think jogging is still big. Um, a lot of the cities uh, in what the city planning are still big and were big on outdoor activities. So they did plan the city around that,
Yeah, so
and they
you've got
didn't
like if you've got
choke
a
all that
waterfront,
out.
you've got a waterfront proper
Hmm.
path,
Yep.
and then you've got well, I don't know about any urban or suburb building near you, but near me, I look at where the suburbs are. Then you look at a map or you drive around where they're doing it, and like there's no parkland anywhere. There's no
Yeah.
spot for a soccer field or a baseball diamond or any large communal park type space. There's not even a
Yeah.
corner store. Like the idea of a strip mall where you can have a couple of shops and a corner store where you can get milk, bread, whatever, and not have to go 20 minutes in one direction to get to your grocery. Yeah, urban planning is nuts. I'll just put it that way.
It's a tricky thing to do.
Yeah,
But I think what is trickier, and you'll see this in a lot of the European cities as the population grew, the infrastructure had to stay the same, and so you can't maneuver vehicles through. It's all made for pedestrian or bicycle traffic.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Unless you're in
yeah,
something smaller than a Cooper Mini, you're not getting through
you're not
those
getting through
streets.
those roads.
Well, it's just again they were built and designed 5, 6, 700 years ago.
Yep.
The horse, and you were lucky if you had a cart, or you're in the city. You don't have a horse. You
Yeah,
walk to where you're
exactly.
going.
And with the paved ground,
And the
it's
cobblestones, yeah, no.
designed for just walking.
Hmm. Though I will say the
Well,
advent of indoor plumbing must have been a wonderful thing, and you're not having to walk down the street and someone throws out their bucket from the night before.
oh, I did see not too long ago a documentary on how they managed indoor plumbing um,
With ancient
in one
cities,
of
yeah,
the Italian cities. Um, it had to have been Venice because Venice was like a city by design
yeah,
that they have been crafting it just spectacularly, and then to bring indoor plumbing. I couldn't point you to the documentary, but it was fascinating.
yeah.
Um,
They
so I
had
was going to say
yeah. No, go ahead.
in this previous scene, he was lucky that he didn't kill those two guys.
Hmm.
Shoot and ask questions later, but apparently they're out there to protect him.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
the cops know he's on a list, right? So
Mm-hmm. Yep, Callahan is on the Deadpool list.
yes, Calbot. Yeah, we missed the line. You'll have to. I'll kick your ass so hard you'll have to unbutton your collar to take a dump or take a shit.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're still in the
Yes,
era
Miss
of the
Swift.
typewriter.
Oh,
We don't have computers taking over everyone's desk yet. So
not yet. This is before computers. Everything is paper. Oh, Matt, good catch. Ghoul Dukat in Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was one of the bodyguards. Good catch. And Miss Swift is saying that guy actor Mark Alamo as the bodyguard in the tan suit.
Man, Matt saying he was in Total Recall.
There we go. We're making connections.
Oh, I'm just pulling up the list for the rest of the month. Make sure, what did he say?
Oh, Miss
Next
Swift is
week.
saying, yeah, we might know him better as Ghoul Dukat.
Yeah.
I think I pronounced it right. That's Ghoul.
Or it could be Gull Duckett for all we know, but
Oh, yeah. Ah,
yeah,
the era of remote control cars.
he's making connections.
Yep. And kids actually outside and not playing video games.
Well, Nintendo was a thing by now, but still, the remote control car was a fun thing.
Hmm.
We can thank Radio Shack for having them openly on the shelves.
I remember Radio Shack.
Well, Radio Shack is where I actively remember them. They would have been at Toys R Us or Sears or somewhere else too, but
Yep, but I remember Radio Shacks were everywhere.
and yeah, that little black special remote control that must have some special souped up engine in it. No way is that thing. Oh yeah, and he has to go at massive speed because the receiver and remote antenna on that thing wouldn't have gone very far.
No. That's the only issue I have with this scene. You're not going to drive that remote control car very fast and stay behind it and maintain control of it in San Francisco.
Yeah,
But that aside, this is one epic car chase.
yeah. It's not Bullet, but it's
Nope.
oh, and just in the '80s cars too. Like they're bridging into the '90s where they're starting to be curves again. But it's an Oldsmobile.
Yep.
It's not going to look pretty. It's an Oldsmobile. Like they're not giving him a as you know other cop shows in set in California. Oh well, let's give him a '60s Mustang. It's like no, he's a cop on a payroll, takes a car out of motor pool. It's going to be a Chevy or an Oldsmobile or whatever, a Ford or whatever.
And everybody knows what an undercover cop car looks like.
Yeah,
There's no mistaking them.
plain nondescript. You're not going to drive up in a Maserati. You're going to drive up
That's
in a
right.
whatever happens to be there. The point of undercover is don't get noticed.
But they always are.
Oh, of course.
Yep. Oh, Matt is saying the remote control car chase supposedly inspired by Bullet,
Well, that would make
the
sense.
movie. Hmm.
That should be on a watch party sometime this summer.
Let me do a quick search of Bullet because that came out two T's or one? Two T's.
Uh, two L's. It might be an I.
Yep. Bullet with Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. And Robert Vaughn, Jacqueline Bisset, Don Gordon. Came out in 68. That would
Yeah.
be a fun one.
And just looking at going over the hill and clearly go over the hill. The cars are going to clear it before they. The suspension on these cars is just gone, just gone after a chase like this. It's like you.
Yeah, Miss Swift is mentioning where's the lady with the stroller or the guys with the pane of glass? If they want to
Yeah,
add the little comedic bum, yeah.
yeah. Well, best lady with a stroller gag has got to be in Speed when Sandra
Oh
Bullock's in
gosh,
control of the bus, and then
that's
can't
true.
stop the bus, and then we don't know as the audience either. We just think, "Oh crap, she just smoked a bassinet." Nope, cans.
True, it's been
But
a while since I've seen Speed.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if that would make a good watch party or not. It's a
Speed.
solid movie.
It's a solid movie, but is it one that? Well, not that it matters. Like, but has everyone in the group
Yeah,
already seen it? Like, is it just eh, seen it too much in the '90s, or I don't know.
yeah. Is it just overplayed
It
and
was
it's just
Well,
we're over
maybe
it?
it's just me for when I grew up knowing it and watching it. It became
Yeah.
ubiquitous. Like if you're on a high school bus trip that's of any length and they rent a coach bus, what movie's going in the VCR to entertain the students and shut them up for 2 hours? The Rock,
Yeah,
Speed, something else.
Speed's a good one. You know, if
Yeah,
I think there was a time that I would catch it on cable,
yeah,
and just kind of keep it on in the background.
hmm
But purposefully putting it on to watch, probably, yeah, maybe not.
it's got good actors in it. It's a decent story.
I mean, it's not the worst movie.
No, I'm talking Speed One, not Speed Two. Speed Two is a pile of hot garbage.
Right. We're not even talking about Speed 2. The
Okay, good.
first Speed, um, yeah, and at some point, would it go on my watch party list? So oftentimes I just think, well, at any given time, would I purposefully pick that movie to watch? Or is it
Yeah.
just one I just happen to watch when it's on?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it's
It's
not.
good.
It's good. It's not one of those. It's on. I'm going to stop and watch it, like Shawshank.
Oh, Shawshank would, yeah, top
Now,
of my list.
Shawshank is also one that I have not intentionally sat down and watched
Mm.
for at least 3 or 4 years. I could just watch it in my head, having seen it so many times on tape in the '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shawshank ranks up there with one of the movies that I never get tired of watching.
hmm
Never.
Oh, and now we're seeing the reporter back again after not having seen her for a little while.
Yep, I think she was traumatized with the last time
Yeah, we
we
have to
saw
tie, we
her.
have to tie back part of the plot.
Yep. Um, okay, so we saw that Callahan barely escaped, him and his partner barely escaped that car bomb, remote control car bomb.
hmm
But thank God he was wearing the bulletproof vest.
Matt,
Um,
Matt on the chase scene we just watched. Take a shot every time they replace the bumpers from scene to scene. Um,
hmm,
yeah, it's like then someone said, "Are you trying to kill us?"
that would be a fun drinking game.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, Miss Swift says I've never seen Shawshank, and yeah, we've never done Creator VC, and I have not done Shawshank as a watch party,
It
strictly
it it
because
it never fit the
it's a
themes. Yeah.
it's
Oh,
a
and
long movie.
it's long. Yeah, it's 2.5. I want to say.
I want to say close to, yeah, it's almost 2.5 hours. It's not unheard of.
Yeah. Well, considering
No, from two
Titanic,
hours.
Titanic was done,
2.5.
so there is a precedent for longer movies once in a while. But yeah, we don't want to make it a habit. 'Cause-
So Andrew brought Titanic.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I want to bring you good movies, fun movies, different movies. So that would include a long one. I'll put the trigger on it one day.
yeah.
Oh, Miss Swift only watched the original Psycho for the first time a year or two ago. Oh, that
How
would be
how did
fun.
you like it?
Oh, yeah. What did you think of it? Because you've probably been hearing about it for years, and to suddenly, to finally sit down and watch it, did it, was it what you expected based on what you had heard about it?
And was it fun for you? Like even that you might go in knowing the shower scene as a thing, but
Hmm.
there's movie before that and a hell of a lot of movie after that.
Exactly. Um, yeah, the shower scene is just a small little snippet of the movie. Um, I think the rest of the movie, what comes before and after, is I think far more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Furzel says still holds up.
Oh, it does. Psycho as a movie holds
Oh
up.
yeah, still
Psycho,
holds up.
Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4, not so much.
Again, a franchise that overplayed its hand, I think.
Well,
Um,
Psycho 4 is just slightly disjointed storytelling. CCH Pounder was miscast,
oh,
and if you go from not really having seen a lot of Henry Thomas, i.e., Kid from E.T.,
hmm,
to watching Psycho 4, where he's clearly older and whatever, but some of the backstory of Norman Bates that he gets to act out, you go, not to the kid from E.T., why?
Psycho 4
Yeah,
from 1990 was a slasher television film.
basically,
That's
yeah.
how far they dropped.
Oh, yeah. Like Psycho 3, not bad. Psycho 2, eh.
Eh,
But it's one of those where they would never have done it without Anthony Perkins.
yeah,
Well,
definitely.
if they
There
would
would
have
be
done
no
it,
reason to.
it's like one of those where they probably, oh yeah, they would have done it without Anthony Perkins, but he's like, no, if someone's gonna fuck this up, it's gonna be me.
Yeah. If you're doing a Psycho without Anthony Perkins, then don't call it Psycho and
True.
don't put it in the same universe. Do
Yeah.
something new and different.
Yeah. Like
Um,
Bates Motel, excellent show. Anthony Perkins already dead.
yeah. Yeah. I haven't checked that out though.
It's good.
Miss Swift is saying it was interesting seeing the totally not what I had expected, but definitely not a waste of your time. I have a feeling.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Pardon me. Most Hitchcock is not a waste of anyone's time.
Right. Um, so we've discovered that who the actual killer is,
Yeah.
right? It's pretty simple actually. It wasn't this big investigative breakthrough.
Yeah.
I think it was they mentioned the name of what someone that got scorned or was a what an assistant producer, assistant to the producer, whatever it was,
Yeah.
who
Somebody on
just was,
crew. Yeah.
yeah, some ex crew member. Yeah, basically Miss Swift the killer was a nobody. But they
Yeah.
kind of have to wrap it up because this movie is only an hour and a half. We've got about 10 minutes left. We got to wrap this up. And so he's just seeking his vengeance. Um, oh, Liam Neeson character is what? What's his name? Swan?
something like
I
that.
think
Yeah.
his last name is Swan. He's seeking his revenge.
Oh God, Miss Swift, you saw Psycho 2, 3, and 4, and the Guy Ritchie remake, but not the okay. That's an interesting way to go into Psycho.
Oh,
Having
yeah.
seen having seen the '98 Vince Vaughn and Heche version first.
Interesting. I have not even seen that version.
It's not
Um,
it's not a hot pile of garbage. It's interesting, but if you're going to take the story of Psycho and do it, why do a shot for shot color remake?
because you're
Which is
banking on the stars and the name of the movie. That's it.
yeah, but it
Oh,
was
thank you, Matt. Peter Swan stole all of his ideas and stories to make his movie. That's yeah, that is his motivation. And I think they had that summed up in one scene what his motivation was. Johnny Devick, this will be his swan song. But bum.
thinking of Guy Ritchie. Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels would be an interesting one to watch party, but it's access and getting it, which would be the pain in the neck.
Ooh.
Being a British film.
No, I think it's here in the States. I haven't seen it in years though.
Yeah.
But who knows what the availability is now.
Yeah.
And Two Smoking Barrels from 1998. Yeah, looks like it's readily available. Here in the States, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a fun one.
Could do an all British month, Full Monty, Lock, Stock, some other stuff.
Oh,
Four Weddings and a Funeral, and
oh,
something.
a lot of them.
To do
GH is asking, why does Callahan not have a backup weapon in his ankle or something?
because he's Callahan, damn it. Fair question, but he's Callahan.
Question. Because he's not known for that, I guess. His character is just not known for having a backup.
At least not on his ankle.
Yeah, but he's never had a backup weapon.
No, I've never actually seen him actively reload his pistol either. But
Oh, because it's Dirty Harry. Come on.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? Well, in all this excitement, I just don't know myself.
That is such a great scene. Well, here's a question. Oh, and GH is saying, yeah, and look where that got him.
Yeah,
Um, has he ever been shot? Like, has Callahan ever been shot? It's not,
I want to say yes,
okay.
but I
I'm
can't
thinking
remember
yes,
what.
but
I can't
I
remember
don't
what.
remember.
Like it might have been Magnum Force when he's dealing with the corrupt cops. He might have got winged or something, or
I'm thinking sudden impact. Didn't he get shot? But it has been a while.
yeah. All I'm remembering of sudden impact is the diner scene and him, and then him cursing at the DA. Uh, yeah, I can't remember.
Okay, so I'm asking Google, has Callahan ever been shot? I should say Callahan,
Has Dirty
Dirty Harry.
Harry? Yeah, has
Has
Dirty
Dirty
Harry
Harry ever
ever
been
been
shot?
shot? Yeah, because Callahan, like, oh yes, any number of people named Callahan have been shot. That's too broad a question.
Um, okay, he is shot in the original. Okay, so it has been a long time since I've seen the original. We should revisit that
At some point, yeah.
at some point.
Pardon me.
Yeah, now that's a gun.
That's a heart.
That's
That's a giant ass harpoon.
that's it. Try to run from a harpoon, buddy. I only need one shot.
You're shit out of luck.
He is. Oh yeah, GH is saying he was winged in the leg in the original, kind of. Yeah, but not like shot. That that's a good shot. Center of mass.
Mm-hmm. Now, if this were a more slasher inspired, we would have seen the heart stuck on the end of the harpoon as it went through the back of the door. But we didn't see that. We just see the harpoon going through with a little bit of blood on it.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, I should say, if this were an Evil Dead film with Ash, we would have seen the heart go through the rest with the body. But
That was a nice and tidy death.
yes, and not one of those where you walk up and he's still, breathing or anything like that. It's like, nope, harpoon through the chest. That's going to make you pretty well dead right
That's
away.
it.
And this seems like a very 80s TV movie slash cop show of that decade ending shot where it's just a
Yeah.
tracking helicopter shot and roll
Yep.
credits. It's like
And yep.
the
Bing bang boom.
the Lethal Weapons did that a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, at least it wasn't a
Oh,
at least it wasn't a freeze frame and credits because that would be like Hill Street Blues or one of the other TV shows. But
right. And it doesn't just fade.
hmm
Mr. Furzel is saying pan shot to end it like most Dirty Harry flicks.
yeah, I think most of them did this. Yeah,
Yep.
I know the first one
Um,
did was just him in the quarry or something and him walking away. It was just roll credits.
Yep. Well, there you go, guys. For those of you that have not seen this before, this is how Dirty Harry ended the franchise. Um, and I believe Eastwood was asked after this movie if he would want to do another one, and
So,
he
no,
more than politely declined and said, "Nope, nobody wants to see Callahan
in a
in his
wheelchair.
old age,
Yeah,
you know," and he was done.
yeah. Like I said
There
earlier,
you go.
you know, the
Um,
In the Line of Fire that he did in a couple years later, as close as he would get to ever being a Dirty Harry type again. But
that was an interesting movie. Um,
Rene Russo,
that's where he
John
plays
Malkovich, the Secret Service guy. Yeah,
he played the Secret Service guy. Yep. All right, we got Sith Sister giving us the cheese rating. This one is an interesting one and it's brisk, but
hmm
that car chase was interesting for being also so ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah, it kind of was. Wife's cheese rating. In the Deadpool movie, Inspector Callahan is this hardened, no nonsense, opinions are like assholes type of person, much like the hardest cheese in the world, the Tibetan yak cheese. But much like the yak cheese, where the flavor isn't complex but fun and lighthearted, this movie is a fun, fast paced, and generally simple crime film rather than an intellectually or structurally complex one. Could not have said it better myself.
nice.
This was a very straightforward 80s movie. There is no mistaking the tone of the movie and the pace of it, right?
Yeah,
Matt is saying Dirty Harry versus Scorn screenwriter, not the best way to end a series. It was
yeah.
it was the 80s. It was, but I'm glad they ended this franchise when they did.
Yeah.
Eastwood was right. Nobody wanted to see this continue on. That would have been sad.
Well, and
Um,
it's like by the time they would have asked him, it would have been the '90s. He would have already done Unforgiven, and it's like
yep, he
pretty
would have
much.
been in his 60s.
And it was been like,
Yeah,
where else is the character gonna go? What's he gonna do? Is he training the new guy and then he's handing it off? Then it's not a Dirty Harry movie anymore. It's the new guy
exactly.
movie.
Exactly. And we've seen movies where they've tried to hand the movie off to a new generation and they just fail.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
It does not work. Johnny Devick has a good point. Could have a more personal bad guy.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah. I totally agree. But anyway, there you go, guys. Um,
I like Mad Men.
I'll-
We had Dirty Harry versus Dark Man, but got this nonsense.
right.
That
That is right. It's fun nonsense.
yes, it's fun nonsense.
Um, yes. Oh, and you know what? This is the first watch party of May. We've got four more in May because it's a long month.
Long month. Yep.
Next week, guys, we're going to be doing The Last Action Hero. That's from 93. Um, that is the Schwarzenegger one.
Yes.
Um, and oh, okay. Last Action Hero, or did I say 94? No, it is 93.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that one next week will be a lot of fun. It should be available on all the streaming services. It should be really easy for you all to get. So before we go, I do want to mention something. I do at some point this month. I want to do an extra live stream on a Saturday. This won't be accompanied by a movie. I know I did one last year when it was centered around what we all are watching, what we want to watch, what's coming up that we're excited about. And I want to kind of do that um, in the same in the same way for like a Saturday live stream.
Hmm.
We won't be having a movie in the background. It'll just be a chat. Maybe we'll talk about different ways that we can change this channel up, make it better, what works, what doesn't work, what you guys would like to see happen. Maybe we do more watch parties. Maybe I have more live streams and we just sit around and chat. I'm up for that too. Um, but it just depends on my schedule for Saturday. I would like to do this Saturday, but I don't know. I might have a conflicting engagement. But be on the lookout um, either this Saturday or next Saturday, depending. So if you guys are up for it, maybe not next Saturday because that is Mother's Day weekend, isn't it?
May the 9th weekend. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it towards the end of the month. But anyway, be on the lookout for that. Yes, thank you, Calbot. Tomorrow is May the 4th, and we had our Star Wars connection in this movie with Liam Neeson.
Yes, we
Yes,
did.
we did. Yes, we did. Um,
I haven't watched Phantom
yes,
Menace in years. I should watch that again.
that's about the only one worth watching again, I think. Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Well,
Um,
well, they're all worth watching it on some level or another for various reasons.
oh,
It,
Phantom
it
Menace might not even be I don't know, but that's the one with Liam Neeson in it.
yeah, it's got the best sword fight, so I'll give it that.
Um, this year, Cinco de Mayo falls on Taco Tuesday. It does. Tomorrow is May the 4th. May 5th falls on Taco Tuesday. So it's a great week coming up, guys. Yeah, May the 4th be with you. Um, we'll be here next week doing it all again with The Last Action Hero.
Yeah,
Um,
it'll be a fun
any
one.
parting words, Alex?
No, this has been fun. I know we went off on a couple of tangents as we always do.
Sure.
It's part of the fun of the watch party. It's not strictly a movie commentary. It's just a group.
Exactly.
It's just a group watching a fun movie. Even if now we've never done a watch party where we're just straight on ragging on the movie the entire time, which might be fun.
Haven't we? I feel like we have.
Well,
Um,
there was that Paul Walker movie the other week that we kind of started ragging on, but Not intentionally. It just sort of went there.
Mm, okay. If we're gonna do that, I have got the perfect movie. Um,
Like, cause
because it's so flippin' bad
yeah,
and good bad that you can't help but just rag on it the whole time.
yeah.
Um, well, yeah, that would be fun.
Well,
Um,
you'll have to make a mini poll of, you know,
mm,
ask for suggestions of, like, here's three that I know we could rag on. Give your suggestion, and then see what we want to do. Because
that's a good one.
Like Princess Bride is a quotathon. We've already done that. Like, and other stuff might be a quotathon, but then just to have, we would rag on it with love. Obviously, we wouldn't be watching it if it was complete dumpster fire. That's different.
It was a complete dumpster fire. We have to have something redeeming.
Yeah.
Um, the first one that comes to mind is My Stepmother is an Alien.
Ooh.
It's an
Also,
all-star cast. I've seen it in the theater like 3 times,
yeah,
but it is a dumpster fire.
in the best way.
I don't know whether it would reach that level of fun or just complete garbage. But you're right. I think I'll do that. I'll think of 3 or 4 and we'll have a poll. Um, yeah, because summer's coming up.
Yeah, yeah, and there's always that one movie that sneaks through and becomes a little mini cult classic, and it's just a cult classic for all the wrong reasons.
Ooh, yeah. Johnny Depp has thrown out striking distance. It's so average that it makes its own parody.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
There you
god.
go. All
Stop or
right.
my mom will shoot with Estelle Getty and Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, jeez.
Um,
I think that
it's
was supposed to be not what it
not
not
what
what
it
it came out
became,
to be.
and
It was supposed to be something else.
even it's a good movie, but it's kind of fun to rag on just because the actors are really good in it. Is Throw Mama from the Train
Okay,
or
Mr. Furzel
or
threw
Snakes
that out at the exact same time.
or Snakes on a Plane. Snakes on a Plane. It's like you go to that movie for the title, and then you get an excellent Sam Jackson movie. Even the commentary on Snakes on a Plane is there laughing and ragging on the silliness and the ludicrousness,
Okay.
but they knew that
Well,
going in when they made it.
okay, Sis Sister's thrown out Troll 2, just so the
Nice.
wife can see it.
Yeah.
We've got a lot. Throw Mama from the Train.
Yeah. Mortal
It's so
Kombat.
unintentionally um,
Yeah.
bad. It's
And
good.
what was the other
So
one?
that
Matt
would
Matt
make the cut.
said Evolution with David Duchovny and Sean William Scott. That was an excellent
Ooh.
2000s, early 2000s comedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
G. Zoner says the car. And I think Mr. Furzel also mentioned the car previously in the chat. Um,
The car. The car.
the car. Yeah,
I'm not for like.
interesting choice.
I'll, I'll,
1977.
I'll have to look that one up. I'm not familiar.
Yep. And
You said,
I unintentionally watched the end of that movie when I was
yeah,
trying to watch something else, and it was just so weird
yeah,
that could make the cut.
yeah. Well, even I like the Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Arnie tricked Stallone to do it. It's like not really. It's like I made Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. Yes, but you made Last Action Hero.
Yes, exactly. So, yeah, they each have their moments.
True.
All right. Well, yeah, something to think about. And
Yeah.
when it gets to that point, how about I put up a poll? We got a lot of good movies to choose from for that genre that we just for the sole purpose of
Having fun with it.
roasting it,
Yeah.
and we just have fun.
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. If any last comments, go ahead and throw them up there. I appreciate you guys being here as always.
Always
It's my
fun.
pleasure. Thank you, Alex.
Yep. Always a pleasure.
Always a blast. Um, all right. And you all just have a great week. We'll do it again next Sunday. And everybody be kind to yourself and
Yes.
kind to others. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.